Brian Hennessy, President and Founder of Titan LED. Today I want to spend some time talking about the Hennessy 4-foot linear tube. Many things to talk about with this tube, but I want to point out some of the specific differences between what the Hennessy tube offers compared to maybe what the other tubes are in the industry. First off, let's start with an external driver. The external driver is a very robust solution for the 4-foot linear tubes. And the reason for that is we want to get the heat outside of the tube itself. We don't want to put the driver inside the actual tube. So we've done an external solution. Now on the external solution, there's a couple different ways to look at the external solution. One, there's what we call a constant current driver, which maybe some of our competitors use. And the other option is a channel driver. And that's what Titan LED uses, a channel driver. And the difference is that every tube that gets plugged into our driver has its own individual channel. So if one tube goes out, the other two tubes don't get all the juice from the one tube that failed. On a constant current solution, which by the way is much cheaper to produce, but on a constant current solution, if one tube was to go out, the other two tubes get all the juice from the driver, which causes the driver to overheat. You could get color shift because of overheating, or you could have premature failure. So there's some robust reasons that we do as an organization to make sure that we choose a channel driver, or we're making a channel driver versus a constant current driver. The other thing you'll find about this, we're using all 105C caps inside here. This is a dual phase driver. It is isolated and it is dimmable, 0 to 10 dimming. All right, so that's the driver. Let's talk about the tube. This is your 4-foot Hennessy tube. In our opinion, probably the most robust solution, bar none, in the industry. We choose to use a Tier 1 chip. I think I'm the only manufacturer, or Titan LED is the only manufacturer in the entire world sourcing a Tier 1 chip on its 4-foot linear tubes. And let me tell you about the chip. This is a 3535L Lumileds chip. It's the only chip that has an LM80 data report over 100,000 hours. Spectacular, right? So when I say an LM80 data report, the mid-power LM80 data report is a 3535L. What you'll find with this is producing right now 16 watts. It's 2235 lumens, doing 134 lumens per watt. It's spectacular. It's better than anything else in the space. What you'll find is we've also rated this tube as 102,000 hours. We're also using extruded aluminum. The extruded aluminum on the back, we make all this in America as well, right? The extruded aluminum on the back with a D channel. So it allows, once the board is attached to the actual extrusion itself, we have an air chamber behind that allows the heat to dissipate to the back side of the channel. We also use a polycarb, and I want to point out the polycarb on the end. Titan LED owns all of the plastic injection molds as well, and we do those here in America too. We have options to go to Chinese to do a plastic injection mold in China. It's probably a quarter the cost, but we do all our plastic injection molding right here in Simi Valley as well. When I want to point out the end cap to you, because the end cap, you'll notice that they're polycarb end caps. You don't have to pass any electricity through our end caps. All right, so the shunted, non-shunted deal that's in the industry, Titan LED doesn't play in that game. All right, we separate ourselves from that. Everything is with a quick connect. All right, so you can literally quick connect it in, quick take it out. So all we do is use the tombstones for mechanical holders. End of story. All right, so there's some highlights about the Titan LED 4-foot tube. What I want to do today, though, is I really want to do a durability test. I want to do some things to this tube that we know that nobody else in the industry can probably do what I'm going to do to this tube right now. I'm not going to hold back. I am going to literally beat this tube up in front of you, and together we're going to see if we can get this tube to fail. Fair enough? Let me get some light to it. All right, we got light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slam it like a baseball bat. I'm a lefty, so bear with that. I'm going to slam it like a baseball bat on this table 3 or 4 times. I'm going to throw it on the floor. I'm going to stamp on it. I'm weighing in about 232 right now, maybe 235-ish. I'm going to jump on it a couple times on the floor. I'm going to pick it back up, slam it again, and I'm going to bend it into a C over the top of that chair if I can do it. And I promise you, by the time I'm done, I will be sweating, all right? So just remember, this tube is being shipped all over the world by UPS, FedEx, freight companies. So it's up and down on airplanes. It's going everywhere, right? So it's being banged around all over the place. So like I said, what we want to do today is a durability test, right? And the most abuse this tube gets, I see it all the time here with the agents coming in and out, these things being thrown in and out of the back of cars and back of their pickup trucks and then shown to the customer. So what I want to do again is show you a durability test with the Hennessy Series Tube, and let's find out if it is Titan tough. All right, here we go. I'm going to swing this like a baseball bat, like a lefty. 3 or 4 times over the top of the table, drop it on the floor, stamp it on it a few times, pick it back up, swing it again, and then I'll bend it and see in front of your eyes, all right? My whole goal is to kill this thing. Here we go. Not even a flicker. That is tight and tough, not even a flicker. Drop it on the floor here. That's 233 pounds. And that is a tight and tough tube. I probably wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't American made. Guys, not even a flicker. Here we go. Tight and tough.